Welcome everyone to this electronic proposal of CORCOM. In short, it means the Correction Communication, a workplace conflict management system. I have met several members of leadership in central office, but for those of you who may not recognize my voice, my name is Lorraine Evans. I am a design consultant and have been asked to develop a conflict management system for the Department of Correction. I understand this is an exciting time. The department is in transition of changing the culture. Great efforts have been made to provide offenders an environment that enables them to find the tools within themselves to be successful, especially after they leave the department's supervision. Now, this system will help provide an environment which enables staff to be successful. Bottom line is, a key factor in staff success and the department's success is for them to know their voice matters. Those invited to view this presentation from the convenience of their own desks are wardens, associate wardens, supervisors of staff in the field, which includes the prisons and community supervision offices, directors, including quality assurance and improvement, and human resources. So let's begin. Agenda items that will be covered are the proposal's purpose, scope, design, implementation, execution, and administration. The purpose is to customize an effective workplace conflict resolution system that provides equality, fairness, management, and prevention of conflict to enhance individual and organizational growth while maintaining organizational needs. The scope. The workplace conflict management system is a process with flexible options that will provide effective channels to air and settle workplace conflicts and/or disputes. The system will allow a resolution procedural process for a broad range of issues from minor misunderstandings to violations. Vision a system that is voluntary, protects individual privacies, and helps diminish the high turnover rate. Now there are internal and external options to consider for this design. The internal options are cost-effective and would be utilized early in the resolution process. Examples may be to hire trained and qualified neutrals or mediators, hire an ombudsman to address staff concerns, a conflict management council, and/or a hotline to be the first option to address, listen, and log issues and concerns. Now, external options are more expensive due to the use of outside experts and would be utilized later in the resolution phase. Expanding on the design, it will include 6 phases. Phase 1 is the foundation from which a system can be developed is identified. A design team is established, gain leadership support, and a plan is created. Phase 2 includes information is gathered from research and analysis of current and other organizational systems, of course, target conflict management systems within prison systems for staff, not inmates. Examine collected data with employees and management. Now, I have already conducted extensive research on workplace conflict management systems, but this may be a first of its kind for the Department of Corrections. Phase 3. Continue to build on previous phases to develop a preliminary structure which is tested and defined. Phase 4 is a system design, incorporates leadership recommendations, and a written description is completed. Phase 5 includes a system launch, defining roles and training supervisors to buy in and support. Phase 6 is a system is embedded with long-term success due to credibility and incentives. Let's further discuss each phase's implementation and goal. Phase 1 is considered the assessment, inquiry, and initial commitment. It's where the internal champion for initiative is appointed to take the lead in developing the system and the team, reduce resistance, and initiate buy-in with effective communication to gain initial commitment from senior management. The conflict management system will enhance employee morale, reduce staff turnover, and reduce negative public view. Members formulate a work plan and analyze current conflict matters. The goal of this phase is to have leadership support, expectations clearly defined, and select a variety of team members. Phase 2 is considered the research and analysis phase. It includes selecting team members who will conduct research on other organizations' conflict management systems with similar designs, compare other systems, review the organization's previous disputes, and determine effectiveness. The team will visit at least 3 other organizations or prison systems with workplace conflict management systems. Now, the goal of this phase is to reduce the myths about workplace systems with collected data. Let it be known that a properly designed system will have a greater staying power with accurate information. Phase 3 is called the System Design and Support phase, where the collection of data and previous phases will provide a platform to design a system. A written draft will be developed to include system philosophy, scope, eligibility, procedures, and benefit features. Leadership may consider a pilot project prior to full implementation. Now, the goal of this phase is to present a draft design aligned with the organizational needs, values, and a mission to present to leadership for final approval. Finalizing the design is considered phase 4, where it's time to embrace opposition and encourage their participation and input into the design to reduce negativity regarding a possible failed system. Discuss design changes with stakeholders and then incorporate any recommended changes from leadership. The goal of this phase is to present a conflict management design that is fair, cost-effective, support, and easily accessible. Implementation and training is phase 5. During this phase, the organization will launch and market the system. The roles and responsibilities of all players in the system will be clearly defined. Supervisors will be trained to support the system. The goal of this phase is to successfully launch the system. It is understood the benefits of a workplace conflict management system far outweigh the disadvantages. No workplace can rid conflict altogether, but they are able to manage it effectively. This system will enable the department to do just that. Phase 6 is considered the institutionalization, where the development of incentives to use the workplace systems are created. Credibility is maintained through ongoing education and reinforcing communications. Assessment of systems will be ongoing, and readjustment or modification of the workplace conflict management system over time will be adjusted accordingly. And the goal of this phase is to permanently incorporate the system. And after the system is executed, key players who are yet to be determined by the department may range from wardens, directors, HR. As previously mentioned, there are options to develop an ombudsman position, a trained neutral, or a resolution team that is fully trained to handle these matters. The aim is to have a diverse group that understands all levels of the operation, but also act as neutrals. The time frame until execution should take approximately 6 months. After the system is fully executed, using the internal conflict management system should take no longer than 3 weeks for a resolution or a decision to further the matter externally. Key players will continue to analyze, meet, and report needed adjustments to central office. Tracking items may be time to resolution, how many disputes were resolved or unresolved, and what was the resolution. Again, administration of the system will include a variety of staff that are yet to be determined by the department. Stakeholders under the umbrella of the Conflict Council may include the commissioner, assistant commissioners, wardens, associate wardens, HR directors, or their designee staff at each level. The resolution team mediators, the ombudsman, the hotline staff would be frontline members who would receive incoming inquiries and provide information. The department's workplace management system will include a variety of options from staff calling into the hotline. If further action is needed, it will be referred to the ombudsman. The ombudsman, who is qualified and trained in policy and procedures, will obtain information and allow the decision to be up to the staff member of the next course of action. During the hotline call and during the conversation with the ombudsman would be a great time to inform the staff of other resources that may be included from HR. The resolution team may be contacted to gather information and meet with staff, an appropriate supervisor, and other stakeholders. Other stakeholders at this time may be the associate warden. If the party finds their issue is not resolved, then a mediation time will be set with stakeholders and the resolution team, or may be one mediator who is trained in conflict resolution. A written agreement or further action will be submitted in writing with input of both parties and forwarded up the chain of command. Written policy and procedures will clearly define each member's role, responsibility, conflict resolution options, and procedures. The Quality Assurance and Improvement team of the department will develop tools for data collection, tracking, and means to measure quality, effectiveness, and improvement of procedures. In addition, the Quality Assurance and Improvement team will be responsible for collecting conflict data, the reporting of the CoreCom system, and the warden or directors or their designee will report their information to the Quality Assurance and Improvement team in central office each quarter. In summary, the 2 bullet points listed as key points are communicate and long-term, meaning ensure you are informed and communicate accurate information regarding the scope and purpose of designing this workplace conflict management system. Information including attitudes and perception will have a great influence on the system being long-term. A system that can grow and develop as needed are identified. There are far more benefits to a conflict management system than what is listed, but understand the organization of designing, creating, implementing, executing, and administering a customized workplace conflict management system is proactive in many ways. It prevents conflict, manages conflict, and resolves conflict. The implementation of this system will reduce staff turnover, boost morale, save the department money in a variety of ways, from the cost of training new staff and less time in litigation. In addition, when staff feel valued in their day-to-day operations, it may very well impact how they interact with offenders, which may reduce staff to inmate altercations. I may have said it before, but this is a system that will be successful with continued support, effective communication, ongoing training, and readjustments to stay in alignment with the department's mission of operating safe and secure in prisons and ensuring effective community supervision. My recommendations are as follows. TDOC staff will meet, gain acceptance and approval, identify all your current resources and possible future resources, review the design that was proposed today, submit any recommended changes. We will then follow up with a scheduled meeting, and then we will begin CORCOM, the department's workplace conflict management system. Now this ends the presentation for today, unless you have any questions. If not, I look forward to receiving your feedback on the value and practicality of the proposal. I thank you.